just kind of being self-servant. You don't need much, man. You got that farm there, you got the land there, you're taking care of the land. Then you also got your gym there, like a legit gym. And you're a top 10 ranked featherweight in the freaking world. Man, what a story, brother. And I think for you, obviously your skills speak for themselves. You're undefeated. I think you're going to get a big opponent next, which we can get to. I think for you too, it's like you're one of the guys where you're not doing it for fame. You're not doing any of this for notoriety. And kind of some of the notoriety that came with you was when you're so outspoken just about politics, which, whenever you talk about politics, as a comedian, even as a fighter, as politics, we're taught to, hey man, you can go that direction, but if you go that direction, A, you're going to get, the LeBron James treatment, shut up and dribble, shut up and fight. And B, you're going to get half the fan base and I'm not saying the UFC fan base, I'm just saying in general, America, you're going to get half the fans divided, right? Because politics are so hot right now. So when you come out and speak however you feel, half the people are going to vibe with it, half the people aren't, but to me, it's like you having no matter how people feel about it, whether I agree with you or not, but I agree with most of your opinions. I think a lot of it is having the courage to realize you're going to get backlash. If you talk about certain subjects in today's climate, whether it's gun control, the pandemic, lockdowns, small businesses, any of this stuff, the president, all that stuff, you're going to get backlash. And I think for a guy like you to do that, again, you're not doing it for notoriety. You're not doing it that's a sweet cat, dude. You're not doing it for any of that stuff. But I think that kind of put you on the map. Weirdly, I think it made people more aware of you, and not to mention you're undefeated and you have all the skills in the world. Is that fair to say?
And when I say something, it's just because I care about it, and I feel that whatever I was talking about before that isn't as important as the issue that I'm bringing up. So if I'm talking politics, I just believe it's something important that I need to say. And I, you're going to get backlash for it, but I just morally feel that I should talk about stuff that I do have some bit of understanding about. And think about it like this, our careers as fighters, it has a lot of backlash. We got the brain damage. We got every mistake we ever made, people will make fun of us. And the backlash for fighting is huge. Yes. Even if you go in there and have like a Khabib career, he still has brain damage and injuries and stuff like that. So everybody pays a toll. You get backlash for it.
Yes, sir.
But it's worth it if you can establish a lifestyle that's worth living and hopefully help some other people that you care about in the process. All that backlash, all the negative stuff, all the hits and all the being made fun of and all that crap, it's worth it if you live better and the people that you love live a little bit better. And that's same thing when I'm talking. I know that everybody's not going to agree with it, but if what I'm talking about, I believe needs to be said, I'll say it, even if there's going to be some backlash.
Yeah, I think what I love about you when you speak out on this stuff, and I don't think you should stop. I don't know if the UFC reached out to you and said, hey, let's stay away from this or stay away from that. Or your management, I don't know. But what the reason I like it, the number one reason why I'm a fan of you and root for you and want you to become champion is because whether anybody agrees with what you're saying, whether they agree with it or not, it's your truth. It's natural to Bryce. Like you didn't, the night before, like, oh, this can be a hot topic. Let me rip this promo to get a top 5 fight. No, you let your skills speak for themselves inside the octagon. And then as far as the other stuff, there's no game plan here. This is how you feel. If that, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I wanted you on the show, because I love people who are authentic, no matter what it is, dude. I don't care what it is. And you and I talked before you came on here. You said, we don't have to just talk about fighting. I tell this to fighters all the time when they come on Food Truck, they come on this show, but really Food Truck, for fighters, I'm like, hey man, if you want to come on I'm not a journalist. I don't break news. I'm not trying, we'll talk about fighting, but I'm not a journalist. If you want to talk about fishing for an hour, Bryce, we can talk about fishing if you want to talk about this Ted Bundy turkey that you have, let's talk about this Bundy turkey. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, it's more of a connection. It's more of a feeling out. And I'm a fan of your work, but I'm a fan because you're authentic to yourself, man. That's what I fucks with.